And introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 66 kilos and trains under Jake Anderson and Ricky Budgeon out of Empire Martial Arts. His amateur record stands at 2 wins, 1 loss. Fighting out of Gold Coast, Australia, this is Callam 50 Baird. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 65.8 kilos and trains under John Martin Fraser and Ryan Doyle out of Oasis Fight Academy. His amateur record stands at 1 win, 1 loss. Fighting out of Sunshine Coast, Australia. Make some noise for Bailey Hollywood Rach. And when our action begins, our referee in charge, Phil Cassidy.
Phil Cassidy in charge of this matchup. 50 cal fighting out of the blue corner. Hollywood out of the red. Baird versus Ra. First round of a possible 3. Here we go.
And Ra, a good-looking rooster. Kyle, is he from the same modelling agency as you?
Yes, he is. I will answer that for you. Yes, he is. Kyle will never be honest in answering that question, I can assure you.
Great takedown there from Bailey. Changing the subject, guys.
And he can wrestle like Kyle as well.
From what I know about Bailey and what John and his coaches and everyone says about him, he has some heavy hands. So if he can land some of them heavy strikes right now, he'll get the job done. But he's got a tough ask in front of him.
John's an excellent wrestling acumen. It was a beautiful single leg to send Baird down to the mats, and did a good job of making his knees kiss together to ride that top position out. You might remember Ra, just from a short exchange that he had with O'Brien, Zach O'Brien, who we'll see later on. He stood and planted. Zach O'Brien didn't go his way, but doing a good job of getting in the driver's seat in this run.
This is good work from Ra. Looking to make amends for that loss against Zach O'Brien. He's come out striking and wrestling, looking to keep Baird pressed up against the cage. A better look for the man from Oasis here tonight.
Obviously well moisturised because he's picked up a cut on the forehead early in this fight. Good knee to the body of Baird. He's doing a good job of just staying patient. Good timing. Timed the knee of Ra, turned the corner. So a limp arm in a frame on the right-hand side. Unable to do it. It's Ra who meets him at the pass. Split in the base with that left knee. That would just stop the lateral movement of Baird. Good head position. Burrowing in now. All the boxes ticked. Head control. Shoulders flat against the cage. Split in the base. It's good, solid, basic foundations from Ra.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. Nice to see him disengage there. He wasn't having much success with the wrestling, so good to see him get back and use those hands again.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, geez, I tell you what, Baird's getting marched back by way of head trauma at the moment. How can you create a strike? You get something going. We haven't had a look at Baird striking so far, and he's got his man right where he wants him, but how's that? Ra straight underneath the oncoming Baird and sends him down to the ground in 30 seconds. Baird needs to, if he wants something from this round, he needs to get back up to his feet and get those kicks going.
It was great timing there from Bailey to see that takedown available to him and take it like that.
Finding his timing quite well as we count down the final moments of round number 1. Bailey Ra showing some great signs. We're in round 1. Clapper goes with 10 seconds left on the clock. Callam Baird, he looks good when he manages to fire out in the open, but again, that relentless pressure and aggression from Bailey Ra. May journey from humble beginnings to the pinnacle of Australian MMA. Tickets on sale now at eternalmma.com. Here's round 2.
That was that 100. Unbelievable.
It is.
Ra coming forward, storming forward, does a good job of just punching upstairs to expose the hips. Bad meeting him with the hips, but sent down by the persistent Ra, pushing the head away. Will now try and split his legs in opposite directions. Start to build up. There he goes. But look at the head position here from Ra. He's just creating a wedge above Baird so he can't, it just prevents his egress. Will force him to turn like that, won't it, Kyle?
Absolutely. He's in a great spot too. He's got his corner right there. He's got his coach, John Fraser. His jiu-jitsu coach, Jordan Scouse, right there, giving him the best advice. So Great work from Bailey for such a young fighter.
Now, Ed Oasis, do they provide subtitles for John in the corner, or do you just have to, there's a bit of guesswork involved?
Do as I do, not as I say.
That's great advice. Indeed, it is great advice, considering the amount of success that John Fraser's had, not just here at Eternal, but also on the world stage. And another takedown for Bailey Rach, looking awesome when it comes to the grappling mat.
Yeah, just needs to settle here and try and get this parallel pen going. Try and control the elbow line. This is good. Look, he's showing a strong ability to mat return when he does get up with the body lock. It's the head position that I'm liking here from Rach, and he's starting to tee off now as he frames on the head of Baird. He's showing a great timing. Even when he's out positioned, he times the strikes of Rach. And look, now he gets a takedown of his own with an underhook. And a minute 20 to work now from Baird. What can he get going on the ground?
Yeah, he's nice and tight around Bailey's neck there. He's got good shoulder pressure on his chin, stopping Bailey from being able to turn. He's going to look to mount here as he does. Beautiful mount. Bailey's going to be careful of that head arm.
Yeah, and that's actually tight. That's very tight. Well, he's still got the right leg stuck in half guard, but you can finish it from here. It does take one heck of a squeeze, but they're big old shoulders on Rach. Yeah, just wasn't able to pass, but does a good job of just timing his pass there to mount. As Rach defended the arm triangle, he stepped back through once more. This is good here from Baird, just trying to settle up the score in the second round.
Yeah, Baird happy just to stay there in half guard and land some little strikes and threaten some submissions there. He's doing a really good job.
Keep trying to advance on top.
20 seconds now. Still riding out top position is Baird.
His Baird postures up now, lands some good strikes there, and Bailey's going to be careful not to give his back up there because that choke is available and Baird sees it straight away.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left. He just has to unload right now. Great great second round for Callam Baird there.
Ready, let's fight.
Once it belonged to him not so long ago. Round 3, Cole Noki, you were saying.
I was just about to say, is when two fighters come out and one takes control of the first half of the round, the judges tend to lean towards the guy that takes control of the second half of the round more. So that's probably a round 4 Callam Baird there.
Don't grab the
no elephants K-side tonight, apart from the commentary booth. You know, these guys have short-term memories. Behind the elbows, good head position from Rach. Punching lane up in between the armpit. He needs to be careful kneeing there because the hand. Oh no, so they've got to. So he's just placing his hand. He can knee to the head. My apologies. Just need to remember what state I'm in.
And great insight there for Callam.
State of confusion. How's that for Baird? Just looks to send the head of Rach back to the back row here at Southport Sharks. Look to collect a wrist now. Cross body ride. Good knee wedge from Rach. Good wrestling. Good strong wrestling. Committing Baird to his hands, Cole. No.
Yeah, Bailey's doing a great job. He's doing everything right, but just little mistakes where he's getting too eager on the ground and pound once he does take his back, and he's not securing his position enough. So that's what I'd like to see Bailey is secure that position before he starts unloading with those heavy shots.
Kneeing to the head once more is Rach. Good staging position for damage. And mixing up his targets too, going to the body, going to the head, not overcommitting with the strike, so he's able to maintain control. You know, it's Baird splitting his stance. You look to get that elbow inside, see if he can separate the hands. Needs to commit now, does Baird. Can't sit back with only a minute remaining in the third round. Baird had that big finish with the takedown late in the second. Can he pull a rabbit out of a hat here in the third? We will see.
Plenty of activity by way of Bailey Rach and Callam Baird. Anytime we see him separate and strike, he certainly has success. However, that one looked low, and it was. Phil Cassidy says timeout. Bailey Rach doesn't seem to think that one hit the cup. However, we will take a quick break to allow Callam Baird to recover after this low blow.
Geez, it's not often that you'd say getting kneed in the nuts was the best case scenario, but I think that's the case for Baird, because now we get some separation. And, you know, as he looks up to the clock, 55 seconds left to play, he can take his time and start to recuperate. Remember, a credentialed black belt on the feet, a really creative striker. We haven't had a real good look at it. We'll have a good look at this.
Look at here, and oh my goodness.
On the money.
Yes, right on the money.
No, it wasn't on the money.
On the money bag.
It landed.
The money bag. Yeah, that one was clean. Absolutely it was.
Raj just looks down and goes, yeah, it was on the cup. It was on the cup.
And much to his surprise. However, no shock to us as we saw it on our replay. There we go. They will touch gloves. Just under a minute remaining here in our third and final round. Callam Baird, you'd have to think he'd need something special here. Looking for a knee on the entry for Bailey Rach, but down he goes again.
That was the right decision from Baird. He knew that Ra was going to come in and take the shot, so you know he threw a shot and it was a good one.
Yeah, 2 seconds earlier or 1 second earlier, and it may have landed right on the button. So yeah, that's the same thing I would have done.
Here he goes, reverses the position, look to separate now. He'd have to look to separate surely. Baird, this is not where he needs to be. He needs to free the hands, free the legs. And Ra, he could just hold Baird to him as the 10-second clappers go and a close and competitive fight. Here comes Baird, willing the crowd to their feet, trying to send Ra down to the mat. And lands a good crisp left hand on the break.
Some big shots to close out round 3 for 50 Cal.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores the fight 29-28 to the blue corner. Judge 2 scores the fight 29-28 to the red corner. And Judge 3 scores the fight 29-28 for your winner via split decision in the red corner, Bailey Rach.